Here we go! Yay! Welcome to episode 3 of the Hunger Games. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Emily, and I'm the Young Adult Services Coordinator for the Metropolitan Library System.
I'll go next, I guess. I'm Meg, and I do teen services at the Edmond Library, which is part of the Metropolitan Library System.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. My internet's going kind of weird. So I'm Anna, and I am the teen librarian at the Belle Isle Library in Oklahoma City.
Welcome, everyone.
Yay.
We're happy to be back for episode 3. I checked our views on episode 2, and we had 179, which is even more than episode 1. So that's why we keep doing this, because you guys keep watching it.
I'm all about that.
And Lindsay said we're awesome, so thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks,
Aw,
Lindsay.
thanks, Lindsay.
Lovely.
Do we want any general opening comments about Oklahoma weather, like we always seem to talk about?
Well, typically in Oklahoma City, at this time of year, it's like 110 degrees and super sunny outside, and right now it's like 75, and it's still raining, folks. So, you know, the drought's over, I think.
It's always good.
Yeah.
We are at the halfway point of summer reading. We have survived this far.
Yay!
Yay. Just a couple weeks left, but it's not too late. If you haven't signed up yet, you can still do so and log your time and earn incentives and join in all the fun.
And use the hashtag.
Yes. I read for 20. If you feel like seeing what everyone's up to at the library, you can search for that on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr.
All the
See
things.
everyone's posts. My headphones are tilted because my ears are uneven.
Fix them.
Crazy.
Oh, also, P.S. I think at all of the libraries, maybe just most of the libraries, we have these epic life-size cardboard cutout superheroes that are floating around. So last week we had Batman. This week at Edmond we have the Hulk. And they're kind of fun to take selfies with if you are looking for content to use that hashtag with. True story.
Yes, Belle Isle has Captain America, Thor, and the Hulk. So check us out. Yeah, we kind of went a little crazy.
I want Thor back. Like, Thor was at our library a few weeks ago, and no one wanted to give him up, but eventually he moved on, and he needs to come back.
Yes.
Thor wins summer reading.
Hands down.
So we've got some books to talk about.
True story.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I'm real excited about this book. The Survival Guide to Bullying. I discovered this book when I was at the American Library Association's annual conference in San Francisco. And I just saw this on a table. Little did I know that we just purchased it as a library system. But I just stood there and started reading it, and the vendor was like, you know, you can take that book with you. I was like, oh, okay, I'm taking it. It's super good. I wish this book had been around when I was in school. There are a lot of books out there on bullying, but I feel like some of them get into the whole like, whatever, just toughen up and it gets better, and it does get better. But what I appreciate about this book is it's written by a real teenager, which is a plus, and she just gives really practical advice about how to deal with the day-to-day super hard stuff, like how to survive bullying. She even has a chapter called Battlefield Scenarios, Surviving in the Trenches, that has a lot of good tips for different kinds of bullying, you know, cyberbullying, or if you're being bullied, you know, in the locker room at school or after school, outside, inside. Good tips and practical advice from someone who's been there. So I appreciated this book. It is on order currently, but it will hit our shelves soon at the Metropolitan System. The Survival Guide to Bullying. You can place a hold on it now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll go next, I guess. I wanted to talk about, can you see that? Is there a glare? The Martian by Andy Weir.
Yes.
I finished this book, I think last weekend, and I've already told like 1,700 people about it, and I peer pressured my husband into reading it, and my in-laws, and a bunch of friends and stuff, because it was so good. it's science fiction. It's an adult book. It's not young adult, but it won one of the Alex Awards in 2015. And the Alex Award is something that YALSA gives to adult books that have young adult appeal. And another well-known winner of that award was Ready Player One that came out in 2012, I think. And I really like the books on that list because they're, for older teens or teens that are just interested in reading everything, not just young adult books. But The Martian is science fiction. It's about a near future where astronauts go to Mars, and they've been going there for a couple years. And there's a huge disaster, and they think that the main character in the book, Mark, has died in a horrible accident on Mars. They get on this shuttle and leave orbit. It turns out he's still alive on Mars, and he figures out how to survive. He sciences the crap out of everything, and figures out food and contacting Earth. Can he even do that? Like all this other stuff. It was like edge of my seat. I read it in 2 days. Tons of math and chemistry and all kinds of science in this book, which I'm not used to reading that much in fiction about, all this detailed stuff, but it was really, really cool. The story behind this book is that he self-published it, like a chapter at a time on his blog, and eventually everyone was like, can we just download it? Can you put it on Amazon? And so he self-published it as on Amazon. It put 99 cents on it because that was the cheapest he could sell it.
Wow.
It became like a bestseller, and then in 1 week he got a book publishing deal and a movie deal on this book. It's amazing.
Whoa. Yeah.
The movie comes out in
trailer
October.
For that movie.
Yeah.
Matt Damon!
Matt
Damon's in it?
Yeah, he's like the astronaut. So it's
OMG.
so good.
So exciting.
So good.
It looks really good. I'll have to read that.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
Anna, you're up.
I will go next, and I'm going to go along with your whole sci-fi theme here. Mine, I have the play away because the book is checked out because it's so awesome. Okay, the book is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. So it's sci-fi. What it is you follow Marguerite is your main character here, and her parents are brilliant, like brilliant scientists, and they have just created something that will win them, like, I guess, what's the highest science prize, Nobel Prize or whatever? Yeah, they've just created the Firebird. And what is the Firebird, you might ask? Well, the Firebird is basically a device that will allow you to travel through parallel universes. So, like every decision that you make, you go the direction, the path that you've chosen. But in a parallel universe, it is created when the other choice that you could have taken but you didn't, that universe is created from that decision. So there's like millions and millions of parallel universes that we don't even know about, but they're running along the same timeline as what you're living right now. So anyway, long story short, or even longer, Marguerite, her father is killed for this device possibly by the guy that she's kind of in love with, his lab assistant. So her task now is to travel through the parallel universe, track this guy down to get back the Firebird. It is fantastic. It takes you through London and Russia and like this whole underwater world. Because she's jumping through all these different parallel universes. It's so amazing. And I listened to the audiobook and then I went back and read it because it was just so amazing. And I wish I could show you the cover because the cover is probably one of the most spectacular book covers I've ever seen in my life. And the sequel comes out in October. So 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. Please check it out. It's so amazing.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, the book cover is amazing too.
Yeah,
I mean, for what it's worth,
pretty.
You don't judge a book by its cover, but the cover is
This
cool.
one you can because it's so good.
Kind of, you do sometimes.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. Do you have another book, Meg?
I do. So the paper copies were all checked out near me, so I downloaded it to my phone using Overdrive. which is a really good option if everything is checked out and you just need a book right now. Love Overdrive. Check it out on metrolibrary.org. It's a maze. But the book I wanted to share with you guys is Cassandra Rose Clarke's The Assassin's Curse. So I haven't read it yet. I know, but it's at the very top of my reading list because it sounds super amazing. But basically the gist is this. So Anna, the heroine's name is Anana. Anana? Anana. I need to listen to the audiobook and get this right. But anyway, so she's part of like a pirate clan. Her parents are pirates, like she's grown up in this pirate lifestyle. And her parents have basically made the decision to marry her off to another clan of pirates. And she does not particularly care for the guy they're wanting to marry her off to. So in the process of trying to get out of this commitment they've made on her behalf, she accidentally maybe gets like stuck to this guy because of a curse. She activates this curse that like links them together, perhaps permanently. Whoops. Anyway, like magic, pirates, I'm feeling good about this. And then I flipped the book over to look at the back of the back cover, and it had the following bullet points about why you should read it. And I'm going to read these to you because they sound so awesome. Okay, number 1, evil wizards. Number 2, floating islands. Number 3, strange magic. Right? Also romantic tension, which totally sells me because that's what I love. And if all of this was not enough for you, it's part of a series. Book 2 is already out, so if you get into like a binge read of book 1, there's already book 2, so you can continue the fun. But that is Assassin's Curse. I'm super excited about it.
That sounds awesome. Okay, my second book is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, which has a great cover. I love this cover. I wish there was an award for book covers also, because some of these are just amazing. Mm-hmm. This is a great book. It's out this year. It's by a brand new author, young adult author, and it's about Simon, who's 16, and he's gay, and no one at his school really knows, but he starts emailing with this guy that goes to his school, but he only knows this guy by the name Blue that he goes by on the internet. So they kind of have like an email relationship and talk about everything, but they don't know each other's true identity. They just know that they go to the same school. In the meantime, this other guy that's not really Simon's friend finds out about his emails. He accidentally leaves his computer open in the library, which is why you should always log out of your accounts. And this guy starts kind of blackmailing Simon and about his secret, and Simon has friends, and he's in a play, and there's all kinds of drama, boy-girl drama, boy-boy drama going on, and it's hilarious, and all the characters are really well-rounded. I like it because there's not a lot of like, this is a good character, this is a bad character. There's all these different, like, he's doing it for this reason and she's doing it for this reason, kind of real life kind of stuff. Really well written, really great book. If you like John Green, Sarah Dessen, like just great realistic fiction stories about high school and drama, that's a good one.
Awesome.
Sounds a little bit like maybe Will Grayson.
Yeah, it has some of that kind of snarky humor, and there's a play. There's no Tiny Cooper in this one, unfortunately, but
we can't always have Tiny Cooper.
It's true.
Okay, I'll go next. My next book is bringing in the fairy tales, A Wicked Thing by Rhiannon Thomas. And basically this is Sleeping Beauty, what happens right after she wakes up. And this is kind of going more with like the traditional Sleeping Beauty, not the Disney version. So you've got, she wakes up, she's been asleep for like 100 years. Everybody that she knows and loves is dead. They're all gone. And so she's woken up by this guy who's just kissed her, and she wakes up and she's like, who are you? What is going on here? And they're like, oh, yeah, this is the prince, and guess what? You get to marry him now. Congratulations! And she's like, no, I'm not doing that. What's going on here? And so this is kind of like feminist fairy tale kind of thing, because then she kind of starts standing up for herself and being like, no, I don't like where this world has gone in 100 years, and I think I'm going to change it because I'm the princess. And so you've got kind of like rebellion, and there's a little bit of romance, but this is more like girl coming into her own, like, hey, I got this. I'm going to do my own thing now. So A Wicked Thing by Rhiannon Thomas, I almost kind of want to say it might be like a sequel coming out because they kind of left it a little open-ended, so I could see them doing a sequel. And Rhiannon Thomas, if you don't do a sequel, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. So A Wicked Thing, check it out.
It's awesome.
Was that all? Did we all do 2?
I think that's all the books, yeah.
Oh, you know what that means?
Yay!
Hi, Bogey.
It's time for a moment with the Falcon.
Oh.
He's saying hello.
He's super fresh.
If he has any friends out there.
He totes has friends. So I just wanted to share with you a couple of pals I have. These super fresh stuffed animals have been hanging out at the Edmond Library's Lost and Found since the beginning of summer reading, guys. So importantly, if you have children who are friends who go to the Edmond Library, you might be like, hey, did you lose a super adorable bunny or chocolate lab? Look at how handsome they are. They're waiting for their owners to come back, and they're at the Edmond Library. So, yes. Anyway.
I like that we're like broadcasting this call for help on the internet. That's like the best way we can think of to get people to claim stuff when they're lost and found.
Help us! I mean, look at them. They're so handsome, and they wanted to come say hi to their pal Bogey. So,
yay!
Yay!
Awesome. Do we have any random stuff to talk about?
I do real quick. So my computer keeps bumping me out of the Google Hangout window and reminding me that I have the Benedict Cumberbatch name generator open. If anyone's wondering what our nicknames are for this broadcast, what is mine again? I can't read backwards.
Bumper Stump Chicken Strip.
Okay, there's a Tumblr page called the Benedict Cumberbatch Name Generator, and if you want to laugh so hard that you shoot soda or other beverages out of your nose, this website is your joint. So you go and it's just a button, and you click the button, and it generates names that sound kind of like Benedict Cumberbatch's name. Emily probably remembers the science of this. Some linguist went out and I don't know. There's like a scientific formula for getting these names, but they're hilarious.
They're the best.
Yes.
So yes.
Speaking of beverages to shoot out of your nose, we all went to Cafe Condisa, which is downstairs, first floor of the downtown library. It's now open and it's delicious.
Yes.
They have a horchata latte that Anna was
good.
It is so good. How did you describe it? Cinnamon toast crunch, the milk left over, and coffee. Oh, it's
also,
so good,
they have
guys.
cronuts. So I'm just saying cronuts.
Good stuff.
Yes. I would recommend.
One more random thing. If you guys don't know about the Info magazine that comes out every month in our libraries, it's also available as a PDF you can read on our website. It kind of highlights the different programs and stuff that we have going on at the library. There's book reviews, and then there's usually an article or two, and I just wanted to talk about it because I wrote an article about comic books and why reading comics is important and not just for kids, and it works your brain in different ways. So you can read that on our website, or you can pick up a fabulous paper copy in any of our libraries.
Also, speaking of how important comics are, I will hop in to mention, this is super exciting. Sterling Gates, who is an Oklahoma native but now has an actual full-time day job writing for DC Comics, is coming back home to Oklahoma to chat with some local youths about writing comics. He's doing a workshop at a number of our library locations coming up here in the last couple of weeks of July. The dates are all up on our website, but he'll be visiting Edmond and several locations in Oklahoma City and Del City as well. So check our website, sign up under programs and events. We're super excited that he's here. And yeah, you can fangirl or fanboy a little bit like this.
Yay!
He signs autographs.
Awesome. Any other random stuff?
I can talk about a program or two, but it's happening in August. So is it too early to talk about that?
No.
No? Okay, great. So there's some of the libraries are going to start a makerspace program starting in August. I know Belle Isle will be starting one August 4th. I can tell you the first makerspace program at Belle Isle will be dealing with 3D pens, which we just got in, which are pretty awesome. And if you don't know what a 3D pen is, you can look it up on YouTube or online. They're pretty amazing. So we're going to be playing with those. I think the Village Library has a makerspace program that will be starting up in August as well, and then I think Downtown possibly has one.
I think so.
So look online, look on the calendar to see when they're at and what location is closest to you, because these are going to be really cool programs that deal with science and technology and engineering and arts and mathematics. So STEAM. So check those out, and then also on August 20th, Belle Isle will be having a Minecraft party with the Microsoft Store. It will be 2 hours from 4 to 6 p.m. on a Thursday. There's going to be food, there's going to be prizes, and there's going to be a lot of Minecraft. So if you're really into Minecraft, check us out on August 20th at Belle Isle.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Awesome. I think we're done, guys.
All right.
Good job. People, don't
Yay.
forget to read for 20 minutes every day, because it
Or
makes you
longer.
smart. Or longer.
It's good for your brain.
Yes.
Truth.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.